What's happening, everybody? P69 1000 here, and today we're going to be talking about something fun, something really fun. The Men in Black, which is kind of coincidental because I'm wearing all white today. But this is going to be a fun one, a really interesting one, and a really informative one as well. If you guys are as into like UFOs and like the history behind stuff like that, I think you guys are going to enjoy this video just as much as I enjoyed doing it. So, without further ado, let's figure out what the Men in Black got going on. Unlike their Hollywood counterparts, the real-life Men in Black are mysterious figures who threaten people who have reported paranormal experiences. In 1997, Men in Black hit theaters, a science fiction comedy based on a Marvel Comics series and starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. The film tells the story of an NYPD officer who unwittingly chases down a disguised alien and is recruited to join a top-secret organization, the Men in Black, with the goal of keeping the public unaware of alien refugees on the Earth. The movie was a hit. Sequels were made, and most people likely went on with their lives, not thinking much more about it. But a select group of conspiracy theorists and UFOologists thought that the Men in Black were more than just Hollywood fabrications. In fact, stories of the Men in Black have been circulating for half a century before the film's release. The real Men in Black are said to be shadowy, secretive figures dressed in dark suits who visit witnesses of strange paranormal phenomenon, typically those who have claimed to see UFOs. MIBs usually appear in groups of 2 or 3, allegedly threatening witnesses to ensure they remain silent about what they have seen. Some have claimed that the MIBs are government agents, but others believe they may in fact be shape-shifting aliens in disguise. In either case, those who claim to have had experiences with the real Men in Black are not quick to forget them. Harold Dahl and the Maury Island Incident. In 1956, Gary Baker released the book They Knew Too Much About Flying Saucers, in which he compiled a series of accounts from people who claimed to have encounters with aliens before being visited by strange men in dark suits. From Baker's account, the first mention of the Men in Black can be traced back to June the 27th, 1947, and a man named Harold Dahl in what came to be known as the Maury Island UFO incident. According to Dahl's accounts, Dahl was on a conservation mission, gathering logs with his son Charles near the eastern shore of Maury Island. As he was working, Dahl claimed he saw 6 donut-shaped objects hovering in the air, roughly half a mile above his boat. Before he could make sense of what he was seeing, one of the objects fell from the sky, dropping a barrage of metallic debris. Some of the debris struck Charles, and Dahl snapped several photographs of the flying objects. When the men were back on land, Dahl showed the photographs to his supervisor, Fred Chrisman. Chrisman was skeptical, but when he went to investigate the scene for himself, he allegedly saw one of the strange flying objects hovering before him. The next morning, Dahl claimed he was visited by a man in a black suit who was able to describe Dahl's experience in an eerily accurate detail. The man said to him, quote, "What I have said to you is proof that I know a great deal more about this experience of yours than you will ever believe," unquote. Before leaving, the man warned Dahl that bad things would happen to him if he ever spoke of the incident again. Albert Bender and the International Flying Saucer Bureau. In 1952, Albert Bender created an organization known as the International Flying Saucer Bureau, a short-lived project mostly known for the magazine it published called Space Review. In a 1953 edition of Space Review, Bender claimed he had been visited by three men wearing dark suits. According to Live Science, these men, he said, told him to cease publishing information about UFOs. The same year, Space Review stopped publishing altogether, and the International Flying Saucer Bureau ceased to exist. Many assumed Bender had been planning to stop publishing anyway due to his magazine not making very much money. Still, Bender's story caught the attention of Gary Barker, and it became yet another incident in They Know Too Much About Flying Saucers to feature the Men in Black. In his book, Barker recounted Bender's experience, describing the Men in Black as three men in black suits with threatening expressions on their faces. Three men who walk in on you and make certain demands. Three men who know that you know what the saucers really are. Those who believed in UFO conspiracies often looked to the Men in Black as some kind of proof that these phenomena were true. If a witness was threatened, that made them more believable. The logic went. After all, why would someone try to silence something if it wasn't true? By this point, UFOs had evolved from a fringe tabloid section of the paper to the front page. These were the years following the infamous Roswell, New Mexico UFO incident, and Barker's book served less as a conspiratorial manifesto and more as a collection of a new sort of folklore. This understanding of UFO phenomenon and the Men in Black as folklore or cultural mythology was featured by a 1957 report from a famed psychoanalyst Charles Jung, entitled Flying Saucers, a Modern Myth of Things Seen in the Skies. While Jung never argued for or against the existence of UFOs, he noted, quote, "Our time is characterized by fragmentation, confusion, and perplexity. At such times, men's eyes turn to heaven for help, and marvelous signs appear from on high," unquote. While some contactees offer a rosy pictures of UFO phenomenon, other saucer enthusiasts believe sinister forces oppose the Space Brothers' benevolent mission. Some of these are extraterrestrial and others are very terrestrial, and they work together to thwart the emergence of the truth that UFOs are visiting our planet. By the late 1980s, Men in Black tales had become prominent enough that the Journal of American Folklore took note of them in a long article. Just who the Men in Black were remained unclear. To UFO believers enamored with conspiracy theories, they were enforcers for the Silence Group, associated with international banking interests that sought to stifle the technological advancements and moral reforms the Space Brothers wanted to bestow upon the Earthlings. While most people today believe in UFOs, there are still strange stories from all over the United States of Men in Black telling people to be quiet about what they have seen. However, with UFO sightings being more popular than ever before, it is safe to say that if the Men in Black's mission was to keep alien visitation on this planet quiet, they have most definitely failed. What's up? P691,000 here. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was a very interesting one to me. I always am interested in what the government may know about UFOs. I know that they have more information than what they tell us, obviously. Some people even believe that there's a secret NASA, like a secret space program that knows a whole lot more about outer space than really what they're telling us. I definitely believe that, because if you look at our technological advancements in just the last 20 to 30 years, we've had a huge jump in technology in a really short amount of time. That's never really happened in human history before. It's almost like we're advancing too quickly. So where are we getting this technology from? Where are we getting this information from? And if the government has had this technology for years and years, and they're just now releasing, releasing it to the public, what does the government have that we don't know about? You know what I'm saying? Like, have they been in contact with other life forms? What kind of technology do they have that they're not going to release to us for another 30 years? It's a strange world we live in, and our governments know a lot more than they tell us. And it's really strange, because there used to be a section of the government where you could call and report. Back in the 50s and 60s, you could report UFO sightings and they would come and investigate. But now, no such UFO sighting, uh, facilities exist. So make of that what you will. But I do believe the universe is teeming with life, and I do think the government knows a lot more than they're willing to tell us. So, peace, love. I love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves out there, and don't get on board any strange spacecrafts.